Such a loud clap for the.
Yeah,
He's practiced that. Right, you comfy?
Yeah, I'm all good, man.
You're good, Quincy? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Josh, good to go? Yeah? Cool. Welcome back to another episode of the Average Joe's podcast. I am your host, George, here with Harry, co-host of the Average Joe's podcast. Every time. Today we have Quincy on the pod.
What's going on?
Welcome.
What's going on? You right, bro?
Yeah, that's been a long time. It's been a long time. But so we've just determined that you and Harry do know each other briefly.
Yeah,
but I knew you for a little while when we were young.
Oh yeah.
Probably about 10 years ago now. Maybe, yeah, about 10 years ago now. And we've just been talking over some memories that we can't put on the podcast. But yeah, we worked together at JD. And considering I was there for such a short amount of time, like we just said, I was only there for 3 months. It kind of left like a lasting impact. Like you remember things about me, I remember things about you from back then. And I've probably only seen you a couple of times since, maybe just here and there. So
like this is the longest I've seen you since working with you.
Literally.
We used to work in JD.
Yeah, JD Bluewater.
In the most busiest JD of all time.
Literally.
Your Saturday is finished.
Yeah. I just know one more thing about JD that we'll talk about quickly, because it's not really like mugging them off. It's how long you had to stay after the shop closed. Yeah. That used to jar me.
Them shifts, you know what it was, yeah? It was the way the shifts were based. Because if they give you like 1:30, 10:30, that is your whole day.
Yeah, gone.
That is a day sucker.
Yeah.
Like, it's hoovered your whole Saturday. I used to see people getting changed after work, in the toilet.
Yeah. Quickly,
so they can catch the last essence of Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to my friend's party. Like, now? Like, yeah. I've got to go. They've run into for the last bus. Because if you miss that last bus in Blue,
that's it.
Oh my God.
And you're stranded.
You are
stranded. And Sundays as well, they were the worst. You'd close at like 5. I don't think you'd get out of there till like 8.
It's 24 hours now.
What, the one in...
Yeah, it's 24-hour operation, yeah.
Oh, you know, I went to watch a movie the other day. When did I watch? Doctor Strange. And I went to watch a midnight film, so I come out at like 2:30 in the morning. JD lights was still on.
Yeah.
I was like, who is the sucker working there, folding clothes? Oh, God.
They must just have like a night's team in there or something.
Yeah, there are night team. I remember when I used to do morning shifts, people were leaving. I'd be like, wait, you're not starting with me? It's like, no, I'm going home. What shift did you do?
Yeah.
So, I did the 10:30, whatever shift. I don't know what shift they will start. They'll probably start at like 8 and finish at like...
God knows, 6 maybe? I don't know. What would a night shift be down there? And what do they do? Like tidy up and like get delivery or something?
They start at like 10, finish at like 7.
Yeah, it must be.
So they have like 10, massive deliveries, didn't they? And then they got to like repair the store. Like you think like from a football perspective, they're like probably like the busiest shop in Bluewater.
Yeah.
They absolutely like drown what I do. Yeah.
They are.
Double big money as well. They'll take like well over they'll take a couple of mil like over Christmas period.
Yeah. Remember sometimes Christmas? I don't know if you remember. Christmas. Like the manager will come up to you, after you're doing your team brief in the morning. Before you start your shift, you have like a team brief. The manager will come up to you like, this Christmas we made yesterday we made 150 grand.
Yeah.
What do you mean we? Like, like, what do you mean we? Like, you guys made. I'm still making this 650 and now there's no bonus with that. Like,
yeah. If it was commission in there, it'd be we.
Do you know what I mean? They say it like, we made 150. So just for our appreciation, we're gonna spend 15 grand on you guys. Spread it out. Like, nothing. But that's how it goes. That's life, man.
That is. Yeah, some good memories there. Got other mutual friends from those days as well. But let's talk about like who you are, like as a person, who you are, like when you grew up. Where did you grow up? What were your hobbies? School life, home life. What was it like for Quincy?
You tell me, I'm Quincy. My name's Quincy OG. I'm from South London. I'm from Thamesmead, the forgotten part of South London. No train station, no bank. It's just there. Headache. Yeah.
There's a Morrison's there, though, isn't it? Like big Morrison's.
Yeah, we got some stuff. We got Morrison's. Don't do us like that. Like, we got us. But it's just there. We got a share of a train station. Whether we share Abbey Woods train station or people go to Belvedere. But that's where I'm from.
Always been from there. Not moved like from anywhere. That's where
I'm born in Greenwich, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally from South London. Like, I'm born in Greenwich Hospital.
Yeah.
lived in Woolwich for a bit, then moved to Thamesmead when I was like 3.
Yeah.
It's like growing up in Thamesmead.
That's it, you've been there
then,
since.
Went to 3 primary schools in Thamesmead.
Yeah.
Like, first girlfriends from
Yeah.
there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, grew up there.
Well, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Homegrown from there,
Yeah.
yeah. And what was like home life like for you as a kid? Was it
I'm
alright?
from an African home. I'm from Nigeria, so.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is with me? And my parents are a bit Westernized. My mum's born in London, and my mum's from London as well. But then she moved back to Nigeria. Then she came back here when she was like 18.
Yeah.
Then she had me in her 20s, so made her stay. But my mum's a British citizen, so I mean, like, my dad's from Nigeria. He
Yeah.
moved here with like when he moved in and he met my mum and married my mum. But yeah, man, I grew up in a Nigerian household. That was very like Nigerian, but at the same time there was British aspects. Like, you know, on Fridays we'll have a fish and chips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because my mum liked that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. But then, like, on a Sunday, we might have jollof rice.
Yeah.
So that's just, we grew up knowing, like, both sides of things.
Yeah.
Like, my mum wasn't as, I don't know how to explain it. Like, my mum wasn't as strict.
Yeah.
She had her rules.
Yeah.
And like, if you went against them, and you know, it's because of my lifestyle. Most of her rules, I went against them. Innit?
Yeah.
But if I just went abided by her rules, my life wouldn't have been so difficult with her.
Yeah.
Really, because she wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I could come home with like my earpiece. She might not like it, but it won't be as like, oh, take that out now.
Yeah.
Like, sort of thing. But me, I'll take things too far.
Yeah.
I'll get 2 in each ear. And then she'll come and be like, take this out now.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So like, but like, yeah, my mum growing up, and then my mum's the hothead though.
Yeah.
But my dad's quite laid back. Like, so with that, it's a good balance as well.
Yeah.
So even though my dad's not like as westernized, he's quite mellow and he's quite understanding. So he's like, and my dad's a psychiatric nurse, so he works with the mind state anyway.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really like people being stressed in the
Yeah.
house, sort of thing. So he more of a peacemaker.
Yeah.
My
He
mum would-
analyses the situation.
My mum don't give a fuck if you're upset. My dad would be like, if he's upset you, he might come and try and patch things up later.
Yeah.
Like, we need to talk.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's the way I grew up in my household was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have a tough. I wouldn't say I didn't have a tough upbringing, but I think being the eldest, I had the least in comparison to my younger brother. But that's just how it goes, isn't it? Like, but I can't blame him for that.
Yeah,
man.
I was gonna say that next. Have you got like brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I got 2 younger brothers, man.
And so would you say you got it the easiest, and your brothers got it harder than you?
No, they got it the easiest. I got it the hardest.
You had to set the example.
Yeah, I got it quite difficult because I don't have no older brother.
Yeah.
You know, my brother had shoes to steal,
Yeah.
clothes to take.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
All the hand-me-downs.
all the things that like they may have got wrong with me, they'll get right with him.
Yeah.
So, and that's just like that's adults.
that's
as a human being,
yeah.
that's how it is. Yeah, they have a second chance.
100%.
So it'll be like if Q was getting like £3 a day for school, we give a brother £5 a day. So they're doing better with the second chance, innit? But with the first chance, you're looking at it like, what the fuck? We're like, hold on. So there used to be like, you know, an imbalance there. So to almost like suffice that, to almost like substitute what's not been given, I used to do silly things for it. Do you know what I mean? So like, that's how I would say the whole Quincy part started going.
Yeah.
So my name's Quinton.
Yeah.
But like at home, I'm Quinton. But when outside, I started meeting people, started doing little extra bits and bobs for money. Then one boy was like, you know what, yeah, you're Quincy. Yeah, you can be called Quincy because your name's Quinton. You can short you like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, cool. And that's how I started how I would say like this person started being built. Started learning different things about myself.
Yeah.
Started getting myself in situations that I didn't want to get in.
Yeah.
To the point where I thought I need to jump out, and I started working in JD, and I met you lot.
Yeah.
And then when JD got too difficult, I go back to house in and out.
Yeah.
But that was like how I grew up.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, it gave me a balance.
Yeah.
It gave me a balance of like real life
Yeah.
and I won't say street life because I wouldn't say I was heavy in it.
Yeah.
Just like back alley work. Like, let's put it that way. Like,
it's like
alleyway stuff,
you knew that
like,
that
dodgy
wasn't
stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you knew that wouldn't
you know
be
that's
a
not
permanent life.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a good balance. Like I learned what it was like with people that just have a normal life.
Yeah.
And I learned what it was like with people that had fucked up situations, man. And sometimes it'll put you in situations where, like, really, I'm putting you in a worse situation.
Yeah.
Just for more money. For me to buy some dumb shit at JD. To buy some Max 95 and that.
Yeah.
And when I'm wearing the shoes, I think as I go older, I start to like, you know what you're doing is kind of, it's really bad.
Yeah.
And how do you balance this, like, you know? But
Yeah.
as you get older and you stop and you realise, you know what, you make decisions and you stop, and I feel like, that's how I've grown into the person I am today.
Yeah.
So even with like lyrics, when I'm making things like music or when I'm doing things like comedy, it's more to make you learn something behind it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm joking with you, especially with the comedy, so even if I'm joking with you, it's more like you've gained something out of what I've said afterwards. Like, oh, wait, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Because I read somewhere where, like, if you find something funny, it's not because you think it's humorous, it's because you've learned something.
Yeah.
People find things funny. People laugh at things they've never discovered before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you've never seen that before, you will laugh.
Yeah.
It's not because you find it funny. It's because, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's my aspect behind what I do.
Yeah, humor is like a lot of people's like coping mechanisms as well to a lot of like serious things.
Laughing's escapism.
Yeah.
You know how people, like, my mum always says it, like, if I don't laugh, I'll cry.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, like, and it's kind of true. Like, if you don't laugh at some situations, you can see it in a different perspective.
Yeah,
Life
100%.
is about perspective, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, no, it's a great way of it's a good outlook to have on things, like especially in this day and age.
Oh,
like, you have to have that humorous balance with things, because otherwise everything would just be like so serious all the time. But so going back a little bit, what about like school life for you? You said you went to a few different primary schools, but secondary school, what was that like for you? Did you settle in well, or was that early years of like Quincy?
Do you know what it was? Because I went to 3 different primary schools in Thamesmead. Because basically, I went to one primary school in Thamesmead. Then my mum started teaching.
Right.
So she brought me into the school that she was teaching at. So I went with her to that school. Then she left that school and she took me to another school just down the road.
Yeah.
So all these all these schools was just down the road.
Yeah.
So weirdly enough, when it came to things like street life or like gang affiliations, whatever, I knew these kids from school.
Yeah.
Like, and then my mum used to do tutoring when she was like when these kids were younger, and I always say to my mum, like, I remember like the first time my mum picked me up from the station, she was like, "Yo, why are you mixing with these boys?" I was like, "Mum, you've tutored some of these boys.
Yeah.
Like, you know these boys."
Yeah.
But for her, she doesn't really see it that way. But she would say like, "Oh wow, it's true. I've taken you to all these schools around this area. Like, you're gonna know a majority of the kids in your year group, especially like so." There will be times where I will be walking. I can walk. Okay, when I was younger, there will be times I could walk through an alleyway, and I wouldn't feel scared of the boys in the alleyway. Although it's mad, I wouldn't feel scared because I will know at least 6 out of 12 of them.
Yeah.
There's only like 5 schools in Thamesmead. I went to 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna know you, your little brother. And then obviously where I fuck around and stand outside with them all day, I'm not going to know some of you anyway. So that's really how it was. So by the time I got to secondary school, all them 3 schools, majority of the kids from them 3 schools went to my secondary school.
Right.
So I got to year 7 and it was almost like I was in year 11. Because I knew a majority of them. So I never had that sort of like fitting in problem.
Never had to worry about that.
And then a majority of the other boys that I went to school with, they went to other schools around the area. So like Woolwich Poly, or I went to St. Columbus. So some boys might went to Woolwich Poly, which is down the road. Some boys might have gone to like Beth's or Hurstmere, whatever these schools around my area were. Yeah. And I knew the people at BBA, like I knew the people that went to these schools, so because of the primary schools I went to. Yeah. But my school life in school, spent a lot of time getting kicked out of class. Yeah.
What was that for? Joking around or more serious things?
Yeah, it was joking around, not serious things.
Yeah.
I'm doing silly things, saying dumb stuff. You know, like, you remember how I was at work?
Yeah.
So imagine that's me at work. Yeah. Imagine me in school.
Yeah.
Where I'm taking that even less serious.
Yeah.
I think some of the classes I was already knew. My mum was a teacher, bearing in mind, so she used to teach me things at home. Yeah. So I used to get bored in class a lot. Yeah. So when they would tell me stuff, I'd be like, oh, I know this already. And then my school was a boys' school at that. There was no
Right,
girls.
yeah.
So you get this, like, your distraction is more frustration.
Yeah. I don't think I could have. So I went to a mixed school, and my sister went to an all-girls school, and like my sister went to a grammar school, but I didn't. But I felt like having the mix like taught me how to like interact with people like so differently. Like I knew how to. Like, if we went to like an all-boys school, you'd find it maybe difficult to like even talk to women.
Oh yeah, definitely
Like,
fuck you up.
yeah.
What, going to boys' school?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you up. Like you have to have bollocks, bro.
Yeah.
And that's when I think I started realizing, like, yeah, I've got balls, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
really scared to talk. Oh, I was. Don't get me wrong. I'm chatting shit. Listen, from year 7 to year 9, I was petrified of women. And bearing in mind, year 6, I weren't.
Yeah.
But from year 7, the game kind of changes.
Yeah.
You're catching buses, girls are dressing differently. Their school skirts are higher. Your hormones are beginning to impact
Hormones
you,
are
like, you know.
changing,
I was petrified. And bearing in mind, I'm around Mandem all fucking day. My school started at like 9. We used to finish at 3:45. And then as my school got worse, we finished earlier. So by the time I got to year 11, we went from finishing at 4:05 in year 7. By the time I got to year 11, we were finishing at 2:30. If I'm lying, I'm dying. The school
They
finishes
just wanted you out.
No, the school finishes at 2:30 till now. That's how bad the school got. Like there was too much drama. We used to fuck around in the Broadway and wait for girls after school and whatnot.
Yeah.
So like,
So your school would finish earlier, and then the girls' school would finish later.
yeah. So
to-
we
to
finished
separate
earlier.
it.
Yeah, they tried to separate us. Yeah, and some people in the school, some kids had like gang affiliations.
Yeah.
They didn't want boys waiting for you after school.
Yeah.
So we used to finish at 2:30. They used to come to Broadway and wait. The teachers would like, yeah, Quinton, that's your bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's got like that.
They know what bus takes you home. Like,
Yeah.
Quinton, that's your bus. We'll catch the bus. We'll go like 2 stops down, get off, wait for a good hour. Oh, are they gone? They're gone. We'll go back.
Yeah.
And by the time they're gone back, the girls are there.
Yeah.
But we was petrified. Even when the girls came, we'll still wait. Look at them like. If one asks to sit on your lap, it's like, yo,
What do I do now?
this is heaven. so hold on to that moment. It's alright if I hug you. Like, they ask dumb questions. And then by the time I hit year 10, it was like, fuck all that, man. The boys are getting head now. Like, no, I gotta get back. You know, you're hearing all these silly stories. Oh, smell my finger. Oh, what? Did she let you do that? No, I gotta find out now. All these dumb situations, like boys' school is really like that.
Yeah.
After school, your boy come out, small finger. Oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, Sabrina over there. Oh, Sabrina. Shit. You see like 5 guys running to Sabrina. Yo, Sabrina. Are you busy right now? Let me chat to you. That's how it was. The boys were so insecure, yeah. It's like once you see one boy win, it's like they're all gonna run to that same like situation, like as if it's like a wishing well of endless wishes. Like
That is brilliant.
that's boys' school for me. Man. Oh yeah, it was like I think, but it taught me how to deal with other guys.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I would say. Like being in boys' school is probably the closest thing. If your school's rough as well, it's the closest thing to jail.
Or JD.
No, but JD there was girls.
Yeah.
And it was nice looking girls. Like if the manager was a perv, yeah, the staff were winning. If the manager was a perv, the male staff were winning. The male staff were winning.
Because they're who they employ.
You remember how there used to be times where like girls would come in for interviews, and like, if you had a good rapport with the manager, you could run into the manager's office like, yo. There's a girl in a white top. Yo, bruv, please. Recruit her, please.
For the boys.
For the man there, we'll work harder if she's there. Like, you know, start begging her. Like, yeah, but that I remember like, there was a little thing. I used to do dumb shit like that. Like if a girl walked in, like, yo, you want to work here? You know, most CVs just get dashing them. You want to work here? Her CV is getting laminated. Preserved.
Yeah, no one's thrown that away.
Sir, manager, take this. She really needs it. Like, you know, like, you soften it like she needs the
She
work.
looks the part.
Yeah,
She
she
do a
looks
great
the
job.
part. And I think she's going through it at home. Like, give her the job.
Brilliant.
Oh.
What what did you do straight after like secondary school? Did you go to college or?
Yeah, I went to college. Yeah.
Straight into what? What did you do at college? Did it anything to do with like what you're doing now or?
Kinda, did drama. I did English. I did English lit, media studies and drama. And then I left with all B's actually.
Yeah. Strong grades then.
Surprisingly, yeah. So like, but yeah, drama.
Difference is at that point you're starting to do things that you're interested in.
That's what it is, yeah. And I think like that, and that's the thing that kind of refers back to my parents. That I didn't have that kind of family where my mum was like, "You must do science.
Yeah.
No, you must do literature.
Yeah.
No, you must do lawyer. You must be a lawyer, dentist."
Yeah.
Like I had that. Okay, is that what you're gonna pass?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna pass that course?
Yeah.
Don't come and say that you're doing. That's how my mum is like. Don't come and say that you're doing drama. Then you're gonna get E. Don't bring that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do drama, bring home a top 3 or top 2 grade. Really.
Yeah.
Well, they class top 3 is like A star, A, B.
Yeah.
So bring home a top 3 grade.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of household I grew up in. So when I did that, like I left with decent grades. But I didn't know what the thing is. I didn't know what to do after with it. That was the problem. And to be fair, I wasn't even keen on college in the first place.
Yeah.
But
I didn't last long at college at all. I think I was there for a month. And that was me out of door, and then I was straight into retail after that.
if I had that freedom, I would have been the same. But
Yeah.
my mum weren't having it. So
Yeah.
remember I told you my mum's teacher.
This could be
Dropping out of school is a
an
no.
exclusive, but like I don't think my parents still to this day don't know. They're about to know that I got thrown out of college, and I didn't tell them. What I told them, so I was looking at an apprenticeship, and somebody, I don't know who told me, and it's definitely bullshit. But
What did you do at college?
I did business studies
okay.
for a month, but somebody told me that if the college course finds out that you're looking at like other like career paths or like other like apprenticeships or college courses, they can remove you from the class. And I was like, right, I'm sticking with that story. So I got thrown out of the class, just not doing anything, taking the piss of the teacher. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to tell my mum and my dad. So I told them that story. I was like,
Well, how would you tell them now?
I know, I'm telling them, oh, it doesn't matter now, does it? But I told them that story. I was like, but I've sorted an apprenticeship. I went straight to like this apprenticeship centre, and I got an apprenticeship in retail at New Look of all places in Chatham. And I was like, but I've sorted it, and I'm gonna go and work there. So yeah, sorry, mum and dad, but you're gonna find that out now. I'm sure deep down they know.
Do you want me to cut that bit out for you?
No,
I can cut this out.
keep that in.
Well, I got one that tops that. My dad didn't know yet. My dad did not know I was graduating from the okay, for example, I got kicked out of my first uni.
Right.
I got kicked out of my first
Which uni was that?
I went to Kennedy Christchurch.
Right. Okay.
And that uni kicked me out because I just didn't take first year seriously. And I got myself into a little mess, but I didn't take first year seriously. Yeah. And then I switched and then I started over in Kingston. I took it seriously. I left with like a 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left with a 2-1. But my dad did not know I was graduating from Kingston until the day we were graduating. So like we was
Well, he thought you was.
Yeah, he thought I was still in
Canterbury.
Canterbury. Yeah, so we was driving, and there was like a sign that takes you to Kent, and there was a sign that takes you to like deeper into London. And then my mum's just like swerved that way. I was like, why are we going this way? Yeah. Like,
So your mum knew, but not your
yeah,
dad.
well, yeah. I was like, I'm going Kingston. He said, what? You're doing what? He said that I'm graduating from Kingston. He thought that I was graduating, that Canterbury just let you graduate in the Kingston, like maybe like.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, Dad, I went to Kingston Uni. Like.
I just never told you.
I had to transfer my university. And he's like, what? And he only found out the day I graduated. The only thing that softened the blow
was
that
you
I got a
graduated.
2-1.
Yeah, that's a strong grade.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about grades. I left school when I was 16.
Yeah.
But I think
So uni, yeah, like if you get a first, that's like an A. If you get a 2-1, it's like a B. If you get a 2-2, it's like a C. If you get a third, that's like a U.
Yeah.
Like, going to uni and getting a third, it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
Because you don't even graduate with the rest of the boys.
Yeah.
Like, with the man, you graduate in one community centre. That's shit, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's in a big cathedral, you're in a community centre.
Yeah.
Like, what's that?
Yeah.
No
Where
one
they
needs
throw
it.
like kids' birthday parties. One little gym hall. Give you one stupid
Do
diploma.
they even let you throw your hat or not?
What's the point? I'll throw my whole thing in the bin. My whole gown now. Fuck this, man. Like, I wasn't even going to go to my graduation.
Yeah.
I just didn't care. Like,
Yeah. What did you get a 2-1 in? Was that?
English language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't use it properly now. Look at the way I speak.
Well, it works. Clearly works in your music. Well, that transitions on nicely into that. So when did you start getting into music?
I've always been into music. I think my mum even noticed I liked music before I did.
Yeah.
She used to like, oh, he likes music. So she used to buy me like lots of hip hop albums. So growing up, my mum used to play like lots of hip hop in the house.
Yeah.
Lots of R&B, lots of like soul, like funk.
Yeah.
Cause she's an 80s baby and she grew up in the 80s. So
Yeah.
she plays a lot of like that kind of music as well in the house.
Yeah.
A lot of the music that's getting sampled today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I grew up in the house. I grew up listening to all sorts.
Yeah.
So.
And can you remember like your first time trying your own music?
Yeah, St. Columbus. When I went to St. Columbus, I remember we used to like spit in school, and in fact, like almost like in school, I never got bullied or things like that because of things like music.
Yeah.
So like, if the older years would come up to me, one of them would be like, "No, don't punch him up. He can spit. He can spit. Yo, spray that verse that you sprayed yesterday. If you don't spray it, I'm gonna fuck you." Like, so you'd be like, "Oh," so you're spitting under pressure. Yeah? You're rapping under pressure, and then when you're rapping, you're making sure that the boy that wants to slap your face the hardest, feels that lyric, so he leaves you alone. Yeah. So you go in. Oh yeah, he's hard. He's all right. Yeah. You see your boy get packed
for
in.
Another day.
Yeah, your friend gets packed in. You can't do nothing to help him because your lyrics saved you. I can rap as well, and he will try to rap back, get a slap like this is dead. That's like the first time I realized, okay, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah.
And I had a friend. Well, he's still my friend now. Actually, his name Martin Best, but we call him his name Muttley, my friend, and he used to like be like help me with lyrics. Like, yo, this is how you write 4 bars. This is how you write 8 bars.
Right.
And he was already like sick in school.
Yeah.
So when I kind of got used to it, like I used to rap with him a lot. And then we had a little crew in that secondary school.
Yeah.
And then and there was other guys in school that were good as well.
Yeah.
And once they realised that, okay, he's actually alright, then you start spitting with the older years on the bars. And like all these little things were like almost like mini shows.
Yeah.
In school. Like, did you hear my man on the bus yesterday?
Yeah.
He's sick, Because on the bus you're gonna see all different girls.
Yeah.
You're gonna see all different boys from different schools. You can't really fuck up.
No.
And like you're representing the school as well.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spray. That's how I met Stefan.
Yeah.
Like Stefan used to go Woolwich Poly. That's another boys' school.
Yeah.
They were like our allies, so they weren't our rivals.
Yeah.
I think we both knew in our heads like, yo, we both go to boys' school. This would be a crazy war. We might as well like stand by each other's side. And a lot of the boys in Woolwich Poly and St. Columbus were from Thamesmead, so it was like kind of had like a united bond a bit.
Yeah.
So, but their school had a lot of like good MCs.
Right.
And Stefan was one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
Stefan used to be called Paul Stefan, but I call him Stefan.
Yeah.
Like, he's really good at it. So, like, when I first met him, I'm a year older than Stefan, so I met Stefan when I was, like, in year 10.
Yeah.
Stefan was in year 9. Stefan's also, like, Thamesmead boy as well, so, like, we're from the same area as well.
Yeah.
So, like, he was really good. Like, he was really good. He was better than me. I was like, yo, this guy's sick. So, like, and then he was the one that kind of, like, encouraged me as well. Like, yo, like, you're really good, bro. Like, stick at it.
Yeah.
So, years down the line, I didn't know I'll be making music with him, but that was how it was. Like a lot of encouragement from around my area.
It's what you need, really, isn't it? Like, you need that you need a strong circle of people around you that are going to encourage you. And not like I feel like a lot in this day and age that your own circle can like make you feel a bit embarrassed to do the things that you're really passionate about.
Oh yeah, like I had friends that I guess it wasn't like that they weren't supportive, but I think it's because they just couldn't relate.
Yeah.
I think everyone has different paths, and a lot of them didn't have the same path as what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So it weren't like they're really going to encourage me to do that in the first place, because that's not really what they want to do. They have other things they want to do. So I almost like had to like steer myself away from them and start mixing with people that had a similar mindset to me, because that's what keeps you going. If I'm not around people that are doing something similar, like look at the three of you, you work together. Yeah. If it's just you by yourself, God knows you're gonna find it difficult.
Yeah.
But where you have someone else next to you, like, yo, we got to do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you've got someone else like, yo, I'm here to do this as well. You might have someone else, and then even people that see what you're doing and just encourage you.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, you know, one of us, like we even realised it. Two episodes before the last one we filmed, we didn't have Josh with us, did we?
No, yeah.
And even that, like, we found that, like, we needed
it's
in
a
there.
puzzle piece, isn't it?
And and sometimes, you know, like, you could be like editing the videos, and you're like, got a pounding headache because you've been looking at the screen all day, and I'm like, come on, like, you got this sort of thing. Like, you just got to motivate each other. That's all it's about. We know that the bigger picture and where we want to take it, so you just have to keep reminding you sometimes, like, that's where you're heading.
I feel like Stefan's been like easily one of like my biggest influences. Like, yo, let's stick at this, yo. And when we made a promise to each other, like, yo, we're gonna do this till the wheel falls off. Like, and that's really how it is. Consistency is key. So
you just got to be prepared, didn't you? Sometimes for those like early days, like we look at you got to stop comparing yourself to others as well. I think that's so important because we'll look at other podcasts and we're like, oh, they got like tens, hundreds of thousands of views, and like, you know, our first video's got like nearly 500, but we just have to remind ourselves that's our first ever video we put up. Like, man, 500 views on that. Like, that's good for us.
They say comparison is the biggest thief of joy.
Yeah.
When you compare things so much, it will steal your happiness.
Yeah.
Like, even as a child, I remember like getting gifts on Christmas Day and being happy with the gift until you maybe in the evening you might have a family gathering and your cousin's got one present that's like 10 times better than you.
Yeah.
And then you're not even happy with your gift anymore.
Yeah.
But this was something that made you happy just like
a few
couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Comparison is the biggest thief of joy, man.
Yeah.
Like, if the only thing you can do is really focus on what you're doing. Me and Stefan used to do that. Me, Tay as well. He's another member of our group, innit?
The group is SMF, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what the group is.
You got SMF, and then 28 Kings is the duo.
Yeah.
So when me and Stefan are together, it's 28 Kings.
Right, okay.
Obviously, it's under SMF. That's the big tree. But SMF is when there's 4 of us. There's Blessed.
And for people who won't know, what does SMF stand for?
Stands for Street's Most Favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've always felt like, Street's Most Favourite, Street Misfits. Because although we've grown up in like humble beginnings.
Yeah.
But although we've grown up in them kind of beginnings, we've never really fit in. Like, that's why it's like Street Misfits. Like, we've never really fit into that. Although we've got ourselves involved, although we may have got in trouble with them, there will even be people with us that will be like, yo, you ain't supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
And we've always had that. That's why like the 4 of us came to that conclusion, like, Street Misfits, because like we've all been through that.
Yeah.
We've all been through that. Like, you know, you're better than this. There might be someone else even telling you, like, yo, you're better than this. You know? Like, you can do this, you know. Why are you doing this? Like, why are you with us? Like, I used to get friends telling me that, like, they wanted me to do this. Like, yo, why are you on the block? Right. Sorry.
That's right.
Like, why are you on the block? Why are you standing here with us? Like, you should be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, but you know you're good at this. Why are you here? You should, bro, don't come back here. I used to have friends, I used to have older boys that'll be like, don't come back here until you've done this at least, bro. Like, so
it's good in
a sense, It's hypocritical because you're on the block doing your nonsense, and I want to make money just like you.
Yeah.
But it's
maybe they're looking at like their situation and thinking like, you've got something that we don't want to take away.
Yeah,
from
like,
you.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, they probably see something in you that you didn't even see in yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
well,
like,
you see it yourself, but they know you could go far.
I've got friends that could have played football, Premier League, but silly things caught them along the way, stunted the growth of that opportunity to the point where it just didn't grow anymore.
Yeah.
Like, so they look at people like me and Steph that grew up around them and it's like, yo, wow, stop chilling here.
Yeah.
Like, you're so different. Like, you don't even have to be here. Like,
yeah.
Or at least think of something else. You do, like, you know. So I've had a lot of that. So that's why we've come up with like Street Misfits. Tay's been similar as well. A lot of us we've been in situations where we just left and 10 minutes after you've left where you were, all your friends got arrested.
Right.
Gunshot might have gone off. Someone's got stabbed and you just missed it.
Yeah.
Like,
there's reasons for that.
Yeah,
There's
and that's why it's
reasons
like we're Street Misfits.
Yeah.
It's like we're from where you're from. We understand how you've grown up, but we just never end up getting caught up in that mix.
Yeah.
You know, there's even been times where mad things have happened and I'm standing there and they just ran past me. They're not even looking for me.
Yeah.
Like, they just ran past me. They want that one person in particular. I might get myself involved and try and diffuse situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's just how we were growing up. So that's what SMF stands for, Street Misfits.
No, it's a great. Like, I didn't realise the depths of where that name goes. So it's a great backstory to that. And how so? When did like you really see like the music starting to like escalate?
I'd say like last year.
Yeah. Is there a particular song that made that pop?
So when we put out Kiddie Bass.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah,
I've not stopped listening to that all day.
Yeah.
I've literally like, I don't normally like listen to like that kind of genre of music,
Yeah.
but I've not stopped. All day at work, I've just been watching
So
all your
catchy.
videos. Like, it's so good, yeah. I'm not trying to kiss your ass, but it's genuinely
Yeah.
like the quality of the project, like the production,
Yeah.
like the music, everything is just banging.
Oh, thank you.
really good.
It is a really good. Like, and I think
I appreciate that.
I don't know if you
Yeah,
was
it's honestly,
marketing it like specifically around it, but having that like because there's like almost like a dance move that goes with the song, and I think like especially in this day and age with social media, getting people to interact with that is like so important for a song to really gain like a lot of traction.
I think it was good timing with
Yeah.
the song, but what it being with COVID and lockdown,
Yeah,
almost forced you to kind of like put your snobbish nose down.
Yeah.
And, like, look at some upcoming artists. I remember even myself when I was going through lockdown, I was going through looking for artists that I've never heard of.
yeah,
Just so I can find something new. Kind of gave you a chance to find yourself.
yeah,
But so that's when we dropped that song and it got a lot of like good feedback. And I feel like that's when we started seeing a lot of growth
yeah,
to the point where people started becoming interested in our older songs.
yeah.
And yeah, so it's been a good year so far this
Yeah.
year. We've got
And-
some things happening this year as well. So
We've got to talk about the fact that it was featured in Top Boy.
okay, so Kiddie Bass weren't in Top Boy.
No, it was
You're mad.
yeah,
You're mad was in Top Boy because of what Kiddie Bass did.
yeah,
Weirdly enough, so because Kiddie Bass did got a bit of like insight, he gave us a bit more like looking, I guess.
yeah.
It's got like 42,000 views on YouTube, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, that's
it was
Kiddie
about-
Bass,
yeah,
yeah.
Kiddie Bass, yeah.
Yes.
So, like, yeah.
So we got like I think someone like DM'd us. Yeah, someone DM'd Stefan and us as well, like both of us about it being on Top Boy like a year ago. But with that industry, because you don't know how it goes, like, and we deal with a lot of things like first hand. Like we deal with a lot of things like by ourselves. We don't have a manager.
Yeah,
Like we don't have a promoter or no booking agent.
Yeah.
Like, all the things that have happened to Stefan and I have happened naturally.
yeah,
Like, oh, someone's emailed you. So you might get that golden email. And it always happens when we're going through the lowest moment. Like, there was the last time we went through something like that, we got booked for a show in Czech Republic. The show was sold out. I was like, what the fuck? Like, they like us here. Like,
Yeah, it's
so
mad.
I think things like that is, it's like a blessing in disguise. It's like a blessing, I guess. Not even in disguise, it's a blessing.
just to like take a part of that when you say at your lowest moments, is that just at a time where what both of you combined, is that like to do with, is the music just gone a bit stale, or
I think it's when
mental health wise, is it
it's
something?
just like
Yeah,
life versus dreams.
yeah,
Like, I think for Stefan and I especially, like we used to work in JD as well at one
Yeah.
point. I got
Yeah,
him a
yeah,
job
yeah.
in JD as well.
Yeah.
So like it gave us a lot of it's like a sharp contrast. Like we'll be at work all day, then in the studio
Yeah.
at night. Sometimes we'll be at work all day and we've got a show after work. Like sometimes I remember the last time that happened to us was working in JD Woolwich. Luckily the manager was cool, he let us go early. But we just got a phone call like, yeah. Just got a phone call like, yeah, we're in your neck of the woods. We're like, who's that? And then it was it was one person that we were trying to like build a manager rapport with. He said, we're in your neck of the woods. It's like, yeah, you got to come down here quick. We were shutting down the store. Like, we was putting the shoes on, like, lacing up. You know, you got to do front lacing
Yeah.
and all the
Yeah,
shit on
yeah.
the shoes, yeah. We was doing all of that. He's like, you can't just leave like that. But he let us go. When we got there, now they were shooting Praise the Lord video, Skepta and A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
And they were shooting it right in our estate. And really and truly, these are the two people that made us start SMF.
yeah,
And they're shooting it in our estate.
yeah,
So we've got there now, and the person's got us through, and like, we're literally like standing with these two, looking at them, just shoot the video, like, what the fuck?
yeah,
That was the kind of like contrast we had in life. Like, oh, you'd be doing shoelaces in the morning, like,
Yeah.
and after work you could be here. Like, and it used to be like, I guess it would take a toll on your mental health.
yeah,
Because SMF, for example, Tay in SMF, he's like the mixed race one.
Yeah.
He won a competition with Vans. The Vans was a sold out concert and he was performing with Schoolboy Q. So this was a madness for us because we hadn't seen this before. So we've got to Vans now. They've picked us up, bearing in mind, they've picked us up from his house all the way to like central London. We're thinking, yeah, let's wear Vans so they just like keep it calm. By the time we got into this place, they've given us so much free Vans.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, bro. Like we thought we was famous. Like I see my boy's name on the big sign and all this stuff. And they're giving us like Vans. I'm opening the box. I don't like these ones. Can you get me another colour? Yeah. But I'll keep on to these ones.
Yeah.
It's just literally got me another pair. Oh, can I get another smaller size for my girl? Like, yeah. Like, clothes.
Yeah.
We performed. They gave us like everything. And we was like, but then the next day we were back at work.
Yeah.
In the stock room.
One thing I heard like once that was like a really good, well, it's not a good analogy, but it's so true, is that happiness is when expectation meets reality.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's so easy to get lost in what you expect of things, like that you do lose sense of reality. And
it's almost like a drug, like success. When you like achieve a little bit of success into what you're trying to chase, it's like you want more and more. And we used to have like a very harsh like juxtaposition to reality. Like we'll have great things happen and come back to such a sharp reality that it will make your mind just like almost give up on what you're trying to chase. Because like I remember like when we got flown out to Czech Republic and we did a show in Czech Republic, the show was crazy. It gave us everything we wanted. Like me, I'm a big like weed smoker and that. Like they gave me everything I wanted.
Yeah.
I've come back. The next day I'm back in the stock room. Yeah. Like, and if you're not careful, that can make you like really break down. Yeah. So I'm just there like thinking, wow, what the fuck? Like, I was just doing this yesterday.
You're getting
like,
that taste. You're getting that taste of
getting like little
that
taste.
lifestyle.
And then we got to the point where we're like, you know what? Enough's enough. If we want more out of what we're trying to chase, we've got to invest more. Yeah. And that's what we started to do. And a little also like little trinkets of happiness have been coming along the way, and it's like you savor them moments, like you embrace them moments, you try to create more, but the only way you can create more is by being consistent.
Yeah.
So,
Nice. Trying to keep a grip of like that goal and just thinking, you know, I mean, I've been there when I had my little store and stuff. Like I'll be in there, and I remember flying down there like on my lunch break, like because I was working in Canterbury. My shop was in Canterbury, and I'd fly down there on my lunch break, and then I'd have to go back. And I was like I don't want this anymore. Like it's not what I want. And
what do you mean going back? You have to go back.
I'd be like, so I worked for Jaguar Land Rover, and
okay, so you had it on the side.
Yeah, so it was because it was a side hustle. I would literally just like go there on my lunch break and be like, this is where I want to spend my days. I don't want to be wearing a suit in a showroom with like, you know, like customers that aren't always the nicest, and I just want to be doing what I love. And lockdown really gave me a taste of that because I was furloughed from that job. I spent every day in my shop, and like where you could do like appointment only, like for a little bit of or like click and collect. Yeah. So like I could advertise it that way. So like I'd spend my days with like people coming down to the shop, and I was like, this is what I want. And then we got back to reopening, and like I said, I was gone, and then I had to jump in with you for a bit, didn't I? Yeah. Into Tessuti, but still, like my focus was always on that. Like that's why you carried the weight of my assistant manager. It was a
conversation we had before, wasn't it? I think it was something I knew that was always going to be, from a Tessuti perspective, it was always going to be just temporary. Yeah. Where I could focus solely on doing what you wanted to do.
Well, so you back now? Sure.
So I now Himes Quincys actually we shut that down in the end, just because of the oversaturated market. I mean, we've had conversations on Instagram, haven't we, about you know some like trainers. But so many people selling them now, and it's
too much. It's really oversaturated.
Yeah. So I've been that off, and I started another business, but I had he was a friend of mine through Himes Collectives. He was a customer of mine through Himes Collectives. And like we got talking about the idea that I had for this new business venture, and he became like a business partner.
Okay.
And he gives me a small salary because he said that if we were to do it together, I'd have to do it full time. So he took me out of working, and I just do that now. So
that's it.
Yeah, we're pre-launch at the moment, so hopefully we'll be launching soon. But
what's it for?
Is
it under wraps?
No, it's not. It's not under wraps. We haven't spoken about it on the podcast, so it's the first time it will come out. But it's an inclusive size gym wear range.
Oh yeah.
So it's small to 6 extra large.
Okay.
Gym wear, but like fashionable gym wear.
Okay.
So yeah, we're just going. We're having some like teething issues with sizing, and I flew out to Turkey to meet with the factory to try and get those sort of things like ironed out. So yeah, it's been like a lot of a longer process than we was expecting to get going, but hopefully in the next few months we'll finally see some action. But,
I wish you the best for that, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's it's been a long time, but he said he doesn't want me working at a full-time job if we're going to do it. So he was nice enough to give me a salary for the time being. So
who's this guy, man?
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, he has helped me out a lot, and he's also taught
sit down
me.
with him, man.
Yeah,
ask him, does he like music?
yeah.
So invest started, bring it back to me. Bring it back.
He has taught me a lot as well along the way. Like just instead of just like giving me money to start a business, he's teaching me how to start a business.
Yeah.
He's teaching me what I need to know, the ins and outs. These like taxes I have to pay when things come in, customs charges, like shipping costs, storing costs, like everything that I need to know.
It's important stuff to know.
Yeah, and it's stuff that because we tried to when I was like pitching the idea to him, like I went to his office and we made this spreadsheet booklet thing, didn't we? And he kind of looked at it. He was like, "I love the enthusiasm, but if you try and do that, you're fucked." I was like, okay, like we just put that in the bin. Then he taught me.
It was a spreadsheet that I knocked up based on like the information I know from retail, like basic.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like import taxes and stuff like that. It was pretty much just like where we're seeing the brand in like a year's time, the trajectory of like the product and like sale and stuff like that. So from in that perspective, looking at it from an investor, I can't get my words out now. Like
investor's point of view.
Yes. Yeah. It probably didn't make sense. It probably didn't touch the sides.
Yeah, but, that's true though.
It was a good effort, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was a good effort. And we put
his heart was in the right place,
man.
His heart was in the right place.
Yeah, that's it. We tried, but no, it's all positive. But and then so to take it back a little bit, so the Top Boy thing came about, and it was the video and the song that kind of made an appearance in the show, didn't it? Because it was up on the TV in the background of the house they were in. I remember seeing it, and I was like, I kind of wish it was in there for longer, but
yeah. Do you know what it was like? It was good. We can't complain.
No, obviously, yeah.
Like, they put it onto the Top Boy official playlist on Spotify, and then Drake had a OVO playlist for the Top Boy Spotify, and then he added the song to it as well.
Yeah.
So it was like it gave the song a nice resurgence.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of people were in my DMs. Oh, I see a video in Top Boy. Like, and it was nice. Like that's what you were gonna do it for. Like we knew that it wasn't gonna be in it for the whole.
And such a big show as well.
But what I do wish, if anything, is that they played that song over.
Yeah.
The scene. It was like they played the video in the background, which were more than appreciated.
Yeah,
like,
of course, yeah.
You know, like shout out to my boy Kobe. He directed that episode as well. So like he played a major part in that as well, like putting his hand forward. He's from Thamesmead as well, like one of the older boys from Thamesmead, so like he looked out for us on like a hometown love thing. And and gave us good recognitions for the song. Like so and can't complain with what happened and how it panned out. It was a good experience as well. Like just seeing your stuff on the TV. Like I was on the TV.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and I can always say, watch episode 5.
Yeah.
Of the new Top Boy season. I don't know how many minutes. I think it's like 43 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll see me and Stefan.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling, like you know.
It's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It goes to show that you're influencing the right people with your music. Do you know what I mean? Like it's getting recognised. It's getting the recognition that it deserves. More importantly, because like you said, like the music that you're putting out is of such a high standard. It'd be a shame that if it was getting wasted.
Oh yeah. I at one point, especially for myself, at one point I was almost one of them people that you consider wasted talent. Like Stefan will get on to me, be like, "Yo, you're not doing what you said you was gonna do." Like, and I think it came from a lot of just doubting yourself, thinking, "Wow, are these guys that much better than me?" Like, you listening to what I'm saying? Like, a lot of questioning yourself, comparison. Like I was saying, like,
I hate to think how much wasted talent there is because of self-doubt.
There's probably plenty.
It'd be a horrible thing to if there was a tally or like a graph that showed that. I think it would be quite distressing.
And I always feel like if you have a talent and you waste it gets taken out of you.
Yeah.
And it gets put in someone else.
Yeah.
And then you look at someone, but I was going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
Yeah.
So you had your chance to do it.
Yeah.
And now you're going to do it and they're like, you're copying him.
Yeah.
Which is the worst feeling ever. Like,
Yeah.
And you could have just been yourself in the beginning initially and been a trendsetter. Like, like even with like many things, with SMF, I remember I had certain girls that I still get along with now to laugh at me about that. But, they ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But at the time, did that have an impact on you? Like, was you thinking, oh, like, maybe they're right?
Yeah, like, of course. No, okay, not like maybe they're right, but it would have an impact in a way where it's like, do you really feel that way? Oh, you're an idiot for feeling that way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to prove you wrong. That was the impact it had on me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
But you're a dickhead for feeling that way.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know if that star sign shit is real, but one time they said that cancers hold grudges.
Yeah.
And I'm big on that. I do hold grudges sometimes. If you do me wrong once,
that's it.
and I've never done you wrong before, I look at you like, fuck you, innit?
Yeah.
So I really have that mentality that, and some of them have given me, some people have said that, oh yeah, you think that's going to work? No. But now it's beginning to work. Like, I feel like this is the first year we've been getting paid off our music.
It's just chucking his bedroom around.
Sorry, I thought someone was at the door.
Yeah, it's my little boy. Yeah,
the little boy's upstairs.
Just locked him in the cupboard. I haven't really.
Sorry,
I think like it's like the first year we've been getting paid off our music, and it's just a good experience.
Yeah.
Just try to keep you have to maintain on to that, and hope that there's more in it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah. And like, are you allowed to like say if you've got any new music coming out soon or?
So we're shooting. I'm actually shooting this weekend actually with Stefan. We've got something coming out soon. It's called Bam. That's on Stefan's mixtape he just released. It's borderline a joint mixtape. It's got it's a 6-track EP.
Yeah.
But I'm on 3 of the songs.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So it's like I'm featured on the tape.
Yeah.
I'm the only feature on the tape, so it's borderline.
Yeah.
A joint feature, but so that's been out. It came out like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. It's doing quite well.
That's good.
Yeah, it's on like 50,000 streams so far. The tape in general.
Yeah, wicked.
And we're indie artists, so bearing in mind, like, if you guys don't know, we're not like signed or anything. Like, we're doing this literally from our back pocket, like from our back door.
All self-funded.
Yeah, all self-funded, like, and it's not street money funded either. Like, it's not like we've got the money to just. We're literally like putting hard-earned money. Yeah. Like legit hard-earned money. Yeah. Into what we're doing. Yeah. So it is quite a journey. Like, I remember making like an oath with God, saying to him, "Okay, if I stop putting my hands in this, like, and focus on this, please let it work. I promise I'll never put nothing dirty. I'll never put no dirty money into this." Like, and so far so good. Like, I'm actually seeing fruits of what I've of that promise I made with him. So I'm at that stage in life where I'm working hard, doing the best I can, and expecting the best back, because that's what I put in. And I'm not really surprised with some of the outcomes that come my way, because I know I've put in.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But when the good things do happen, you celebrate it. But I might not celebrate like how everyone else does. It's almost like, finally. More than, oh, thank fuck. Like, you know. Yeah. It's a bit different. It's not from a cocky perspective either. Yeah. It's not because I feel like I'm the best, but I feel like what I've been doing is good enough to be recognised. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
And is it true, like with music, when you put it out, that somebody purchasing the music counts for X amount of someone streaming it?
You see, I don't.
Someone said to me once that, because if it's like my friends, 9 times out of 10, like, I'll go on iTunes, I'll buy it, and they said to me that counts for like a lot more streams than you streaming.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. You're right. So if someone purchasing the song, I think it's like 5 streams or something. Yeah. Like, whereas someone will stream, if you listen to the song once online, it's 1 stream. Right. I think it's something like that. Yeah. I'm not really too sure with like how streaming numbers like work, and if they buy a song or whatnot. Yeah. Because I know the game changes a lot with that. Right. But I just know I need to be consistent with it. Like, And it's all a numbers game. Like,
Yeah.
let's say a label wants to sign you, for example. They're going to look at how many monthly listens you get.
Yeah.
They're going to look at how many songs you average on. Like, how many streams your songs average on, sorry. How many subscribers does your page have? How many views?
Yeah.
It's all numbers. Like,
would you ideally like to stay unsigned, or would you prefer to stay independent as artist, or would you prefer to be signed? Like, is that...
there's pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
Give me one. There's pros and cons to both. Like, being signed, at least you've got a budget for people to maintain what you want. Let's say you want features. Let's say you want an expensive video. Let's say you want to perform at an award show.
Yeah.
Because you forget, performing at an award show, you pay.
Right. I didn't realise that.
Nah. You perform at an award show, you pay. You want lights, extra couple grand. You want a choir on the stage, they ain't coming with the mobos.
Yeah.
You're paying for that.
Yeah.
You want to put them all in white gowns, you're paying for that.
Yeah.
You want them, and you're going to pay for them to sing as well. Like,
Yeah.
don't get twisted. Like, you're going to pay for all the things. You want smoke coming on the stage.
Yeah.
You want lights. You want what? You want birds to come out one cage at the top and fly to your arms like this, and it all lands like that. That's going to cost you some bread. They're going to get some Argentina hawks from you. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna do something extra for you. Like, you want a table at the award show. When you watch the Brits, you see them sitting on a table and they're all smiling, drinking champagne. Who do you think pays for that? That's not on the award show.
Yeah.
That's what the label pays for. It's like going to a nightclub. Put it like that.
Yeah.
When you buy a table at a nightclub, it's not like you walk in, the tables is there, and you just crack open a bottle. Like,
you're paying for the table, you're paying for the bottles, yeah.
So, for example, at an award show, it's the same. You pay for your table. Obviously, the label pays for your table, but all these things, you being noticed, is all promotion. Like, I guess if you're performing at an award show, it helps promote the song you got coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that song, him performing it at the Brits. Yeah, I like that song. Let me download it. You know what I mean? So all these little things that add towards you as an artist. That's the pros.
Yeah.
The cons is that you get charged for all that shit.
Yeah.
If a label, let's say for example, you went platinum, and you put out an album and it went platinum, both of you went platinum. Oh, shit, man. The average Joe boys, they're hard. Yeah, cool. They take you out to dinner to celebrate you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, average Joe boys, you guys are doing great. Come, let's get lobster. Fuck that. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. It's on you.
Yeah.
That's the wickedest thing. Yeah, it's on you. Like, you might get signed, for example, 50,000, and they say to you, and you'd be like, yeah, give you 500,000. Not fuck 50,000. 500,000. Cool. You get signed. You're thinking, this would be great. We've got so much money to put behind the video. We can record at our house because Harry's got a studio in his little house. Like, yeah, we can record in Harry's little studio in the back. Great, cool. The mixing will be grand. It's fine. So when we give it back to them, it's gonna sound clean.
Yeah.
That's by your books. The label will be like, all right, no, great. We've got a studio here for you to record in. Like, no, we're good at Harry's. No. The contract said that we control creatively where you record. So you're gonna be in this studio here. That studio is gonna probably run you 1,000 a day. They're giving you 500,000 as a budget.
Yeah.
You might be in the studio for like what, a month.
Cool.
30 bags out your budget.
Yeah, wow.
That's how they flip it. It's business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so in that aspect, it's like you see the pros where they take you out and they pay for this, and if you want a glitzy video, they can run the check for it.
Yeah.
If you want to do a tour, they can pay for the arenas that you're renting out because you pay for everything.
Yeah.
Paying for the arenas you're renting, they can get you the sponsors. You want Live Nation to help sponsor the deal.
Yeah.
All these kind of things. You can get you like endorsements.
Yeah.
But
everything comes with a cost.
Everything comes with a cost. Well, with indie, the pros is like everything comes to you.
Yeah.
If you happen to somehow be successful in this industry where there's major labels you're dealing against, and you manage to somehow like break the mold and like stay amongst them, you're gonna receive like the craziest money. Like,
like you said, because people are gonna come to you like, oh, can we sponsor you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But indie's a back-breaking job.
Yeah.
So what I would prefer for myself is distribution, whereas like, or for the boys as well, like distribution where you kind of are in control of your sound.
Yeah.
You bring it to them, they help fund, or they help like put it out for you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They take a profit off. They take a side off the profits. You take your side of the profits. You go home. You come back with the next product, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, that sounds like
better.
Like,
that sounds
better
like
setup.
a better setup. Yeah. They might own some of the masters, you might own the rest of it. You might be a majority of the whole, or depending on how much you sold the song for, or how much distribution deal was for, they might take more. That's what you negotiate.
Yeah.
But I'll prefer that because I'm in control of the negotiation.
Yeah.
Got ya.
Got
ya. Well, yeah, with the music, like, I'm sure Harry will agree, we wish you nothing but the best of luck with where that will take you, because I think really that will go far, because the quality of the music you're putting out and the enthusiasm that you've got for it as well, and I think you're really making like steps in the right direction. So yeah, we wish you nothing but the best.
I appreciate
all of you as well. That is not just you, but all of the SMF guys.
Yeah.
But we'll briefly touch on as well your TikTok, because that is definitely making some traction, some noise at the moment. What are you up to followers wise now on that?
Let's check. I don't even know. Let's see. Because with TikTok, it moves so fast. Let's see. I think. Okay, so it says 86.1.
86.1 thousand followers, yeah. And how quick did that grow?
I started TikTok in January.
What, this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
81,000
in 5 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
86. Don't miss out the 5.
Yeah.
They're good people.
Yeah. No. Wow. That's impressive. But I mean, again, like, the consistency and the quality of your content, it's very funny content. Like, I showed my dad the Will Smith and the Chris Rock voice notes, and he was laughing. He was proper laughing at them, and they are very funny. But because you've got like some that are over 1 million views now, aren't they? Yeah. And you're over 1 million likes as well. Yeah. It's impressive. And what made you pursue like down that road with that? Did you start seeing the numbers you were getting and thinking, like, because I mean, we don't need like figures and stuff, but is that monetized TikTok now, or is it?
It is monetized, but it's not a lot of money.
Right.
Like you'll definitely get more from YouTube.
Yeah.
Hitting 1 million views than you are from TikTok.
Yeah.
Not to slander TikTok.
No, of course,
TikTok's been good to me, but in terms of let's put it like this in perspective. You're gonna be shocked as well. Yeah. But for example, if you get 1 million views on YouTube, it's about $2,000.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's about $2,000. It's roughly $1,000, $2,000, maybe even at a push 3.
Yeah.
But that's even 1 million collectively, like cohesively, with all your videos in addition. So you might have 5 on 200,000, and they'll pay you for 1 million views.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it's way more. Do you know what I'm saying? And even before the 1 million views, they'll be paying you for 500,000.
Yeah.
Pay for 100,000.
Do they pay you for nearly 1,000?
No. And if they do, 500. If they do, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not what you want to split.
Yeah.
Like,
just prepare us. Just prepare us.
One of you start arguing, like, wait, I do way more work than you.
Just as threatening to walk over a penny.
Well, I would say TikTok, 1 million views. I think it's like shy of 100.
Right, okay.
Like, it's not a lot.
Do you think that's because of how quickly things can go viral on there? Like, if it just picks up on that For You page, everyone's like viewing it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, okay, for example, I started TikTok as a New Year's resolution. Like, with my Instagram, I always joke with being like, I always joke around on the side. So my friend was like, yo, you got to, like, Tay was like, yo, you really got to be serious with TikTok, like. And they just started letting you do 2-minute videos. Because I think before, I was trying to do it in lockdown, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah. And
the second of videos was like too short for what I talk about. Mm-hmm. I can't talk about a topic that I want to talk about in 15 seconds. It's a myth.
Yeah.
So when they started saying, oh yeah, 2 minutes to speak, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I can do this now.
Yeah.
So it was like a mini vlog, like. So I started posting on there. And I think one video I started talking about, the first video that went viral was, I was talking about accents, American accent, and I was talking about an experience that I went through. And basically it was like, I was with my cousin and I said to him, yo, let's get sweets from the shop. And he didn't know what the fuck I was saying. And I was like, I was saying it slow, like yo, let's get sweets from the shop, big man. Like, what do you know? Are you mad? Like, you're alright. Like, he was just like, oh, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about, man? You talking that shit, man? That London, that Harry Potter ass English. Like, just shut up. You prick. Like, I'm trying to get sweets, man. You don't know what sweets are. Like, and it's very clear, like, what sweets are. It's sweet, innit? Like, and my little cousin, he kind of like, I don't know why, but he just understood me. Like, clearly. So he was like, oh, yeah. What he's saying is, let's go and get candy. Let's go down the block to the store to get some candy. I said to him, oh, let's go down the road to the shop to get some sweets. And we're speaking the same language, but we're saying things that don't even cross. Like, he's not even catching what I'm saying. So he's like really scratching his head. Road. Like, shop. Sweets. What are you talking about? Like what are you said 3 things that have boggled my brain. Like, to my little cousin come and like, no, what he means is, let's go down the block to the store to get some candy. Oh, my cousin's like, oh yeah, is that what you saying? I didn't know you saying that. Like, you're such a dickhead. Like, And then we had a big debate about it, and I did a post about it. And that went viral. So when it went viral, I was like, okay, I've got to kind of keep up with this because they're expecting this from me now. And they like this. And it's been what I'm doing for a while as well. So, yeah, like within, I remember it was growing like every month, 20K. Like, it hit 80K on Saturday. Today's Monday.
Oh, wow, and it's 6.5K.
Yeah, so that's how like fast it moves.
Yeah.
And it's not even to brag. It's just like, I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing it for a while, and now, you know, when you do something for so long, you become a master at it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm a master at it, but I've perfected what I do to the point where people like it as well. It's a nice feeling. And I feel like it will happen for you guys in no time, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, it's a nice feeling. It's quite overwhelming sometimes. I look at it, it's like, wow. Because you could go, I could make a post one day and just don't collate with everybody, and that's it. That's how it is. But it's just, I'm grateful that there's people there that actually do like what I'm saying, and I get stopped sometimes. I get stopped a lot, actually.
Oh, really?
Is
it how do you find that?
It's overwhelming because it's like, I'm still a bit. You know, some people like. I think it means a lot to me when it happens to me in my area.
Right. Okay.
Or like in my area where I live, because like, it's all well and good like someone knowing you from afar, but you really want to like touch your people at home. So that sometimes I might be in like Blue Water, for example, or if I'm in like Thamesmead or Woolwich or somewhere, and someone comes up to me and is like, "Yo, are you that guy from TikTok?" And I was like, "Oh, like yeah, I am." You know, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, what are you talking about? Like, TikTok. Oh yeah. Thanks. Like, and there's a nice feeling. It's quite overwhelming, and it happens a lot when I'm with my friends as well. Like, so my friends kind of see it. Like, wow, that thing's really growing for you. And like, I know one of my friends called, like my friend Tay, he's quite proud because he's the one that really advised me to do it. Like, he was like, "Yo, you've got to do TikTok. What are you doing? Why ain't you start your TikTok yet?" Proper getting onto me. And he's one of my best friends. So like, when your best friend kind of tells you something, it hits home a bit harder.
Definitely,
Yeah, so I remember New Year's, like I made it as a New Year's resolution, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to give it a try. I think like I did like 3-4 posts today. It was going alright. But even my friend was like looking at it like, yo, he's actually doing quite well compared to people that have just started. Sorry, so then I did one post and then I remember that was really it. It kind of like, you know when it's like hitting a pinata. You know when you hit it, like, it's getting weaker and weaker, and you just hit it that final time and all the candy. Candy. Candy, all the candy falls out. It's like, it's endless now. Like, it's like, whoa, it's like, that's kind of how it felt. Like,
No, that's brilliant. And one thing with social media is that it can be quite, although like we're talking about it in quite a positive light, it can have the other side.
Oh yeah, they bullied me the other day, boy. Fucking hell.
Do you get much hate on there? Or?
Nah, do you know on TikTok? Nah. And do you know with TikTok? You know what? I don't give a fuck. If you write something rude, I'll either reply, I'll draw you out. If your thing is really rude, like I made a post about it actually, and it went viral actually. I was like, listen, if you want to troll me, you best have a private account. So if I go on there,
I saw that one.
and you're celebrating your nan's birthday, I'm gonna remind you that she ain't got not long left.
Yeah.
She's gonna die soon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because you're a cunt. You just come on my page being bare rude for no reason. I'm gonna go in there and destroy your happiness.
Yeah.
Like if
I saw that. I saw that post.
And you know, like, I'm not even rude like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you bring it out of me, that's really how it is. Because I went to boys' school.
Yeah,
It's quite heartless.
The savage side, yeah.
Yeah, so... But obviously you maintain that for people that are respectful. Like, a fan... Well, I can't say a fan. That's kind of rude. A follower... He come up to me in Blue Water. He's like, oh, are you that guy from TikTok? I was like, yeah. You know in Blue Water, there's like that Heaven Sweets shop. Yeah. All the American sweets.
I don't, what
Sweets from heaven.
Yeah, what are sweets?
Candy. The American candy. So he's just looking at me and I was like, you're right. And he was like, yeah, you're the guy from TikTok. And I was like, yeah. And like, I bought him what he wanted. I bought him what his mum says no to. I was like, yo, what does your mum always say no to? He's like, oh, don't do that. I'm going to ask your mum now. I asked his mum, can I get it for him? She said, yeah, that'll make his day. Came back to him like, listen, your mum said it's cool. What do you want? Like, your mum always says no to you. Got one big fat fuck off pack. Jolly Ranchers, yeah. But this sweet was like £15. I was going like, bro, £15 for sweets? For candy? You're taking a piss? Like, but you know what? You've been a nice guy. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Fuck it, you know, my pocket a little bit. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, you think like, sweets? I'm like, dickhead. But he was a nice boy. He was young. The kid was like in year 6. Like, for that kind of stuff touches me. Like,
It'll mean a lot to him as well, won't it? Like,
do you know what I mean?
That would have made his week.
Yeah,
like,
I
he
don't
would tell all his friends.
Exactly. Like, the £15 I don't care. They're not stupid. Like, it's £15. But it's like the boy was young. Yeah. He asked his mum, "Can you take a picture?" I'm like, for me. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to like take in what he was doing. Like, nah, you don't want a picture.
But that's it's in moments like that where you have to remind the Quincy that was going back to the stockroom every other morning after these things and saying to him, like, fucking hell, we're getting there. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're almost there. Like, this is what we wanted.
Yeah, it's kind of weird when I think about it. Like, when you just said it like that, if I was to go back to meet that boy in JD that was in the stockroom just laughing, doing nonsense.
What advice would you give him? If you could go back to him and meet him now, what would you say to him?
What would I say to him? Be consistent now. Because that was my biggest mistake. I weren't consistent. And I was almost full of myself as well. Like, no, actually, I wouldn't say I was full of myself. I would say that, I don't know how to explain.
I think there's a difference between, do you say full of yourself? Is that what you...
No, I don't think I was full of myself. No, I wasn't.
I thought so. I thought that's what you just said, but I think you were very confident, but back in the day, like, I always found you very... I'm trying to think of the words to say without like sounding like a kiss ass as well. Comforting is not the right word, but you very welcoming. Like, you were very welcoming back in the day, like 10 years ago. Like, I feel like you always made everyone feel like on ease. Like,
I feel like that was a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like making everyone feel at ease was my ease because I knew I had shit to do and I wasn't doing it. Like, and, you know, like, do you know, weirdly enough, working JD, the one good thing I'll say about it for me was an escape. Because them 8 hours I'm there, I'm not thinking about anything else but this place. Yeah. What buff girl's going to come in here next that I can move to? What trainer can I buy after work? Yeah. What customer is cool that I wouldn't mind having a chat with? Yeah. How am I going to sell this crep potato because my man's getting on to me? Yeah. My man said I should change the light box. That thing's heavy as fuck. Yeah. How am I going to do that? You know what I'm speaking about? Like, all these little things, in regards to the store. And I'm not thinking about outside. I'm not thinking about who I've got a problem with or who owes me money or why am I not getting enough or should I be doing that more? Like, all that kind of foolishness I wasn't thinking about it because JD was so fast. Yeah. And all I really had was my staff members that I was with, like, that I got along with, like. And I made sure that where I'm going to be is comforting for myself. Yeah. So
I always found, like, working at JD, I mean, we spoke about this in the car on the way up here, but the staff on the lower level, apart from management, like, everyone was, like, sweet. Like, everyone just got on. Like, it was actually taking the management element away from JD when I went there at the time. Like, it was fucking good fun.
And you know, no, let me not lie. Not all managers were like that.
Yeah, I didn't really have.
Not all managers.
Yeah,
and even because I believe that you was my manager at one short moment in time.
Yeah, I think the day that I worked with you, because when I started, I remember there was like a couple of guys there, like Glenn and.
Yeah, bro, I know you. Yeah.
And they were
we started at the same time.
Yeah, and they were like, I remember like starting my first day and I was like folding, and my mentality to going into anything is like, how can I expect my team to perform to the level that I expect if I don't even have to do it myself?
Yeah.
So I remember like folding. I remember like putting shoe fillers in. I remember doing like the care labels,
I
everything.
Do remember
like,
you,
and
man.
like I was just but managers were going to me like, just come away. And I'm like, no. But then I remember you because, and I'm not going to say like I'm not like sounding batty or anything, but like because it's quite an intense environment from where I come from with Choice, going into JD, and especially that JD footwear department in Bluewater. But I just remember it being like such a cool, like, I just felt at ease. Do you know what I mean? Even though it was like mad intense, and you have your strike rates and you got to make sure your replan's being done, and like if you're working a Saturday and they bring out like 7 boxes and you're the guy in the middle on the bench like screaming to customers what size you want, like it was good to like. It was almost like there was like a team spirit, like on footwear alone.
Yeah,
I was footwear.
It was so
I used to joke like, I'm the king of footwear. I'm the king of footwear. And yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I remember them days like Christmas. You shouting, ticket 68.
Yeah.
68.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want your trains? All right, cool. Yeah. You played it to the side. Yeah, bro. I remember like, because I remember the time I started, it was Christmas. I needed a job bad. I didn't want to like do like foolishness anymore. And I was trying to prove to my mum like, yo, mum, I can get a job. Like, let's leave me, get off my case, because she kept finding things. Like, let's put it like that. So like, I remember I got a job and it felt like I won something. Like, not knowing how much hell was going to be that Christmas. That Christmas was difficult, man. Yeah. I think it's Christmas of like 2012, 2013. It was hell. It was ridiculous. I remember seeing like guys that were doing what I used to do, coming in with big stacks of money. Yeah, I want all of this. Oh my God, like
great times.
It's like
Christmas at retail at Christmas. Sorry, always.
Christmas, I think Christmas
mental
in JD
times.
is the worst.
Mental times.
And JD's the
but yeah, I think that's. I think it's probably one of the longest podcasts we've done.
Yeah, I think we're like 120, are we, Josh?
Yeah. That's great. Well, we've kind of briefly asked a couple of the questions we usually would ask right at the end there.
Yeah.
But I have got 2 more questions for you, and then we'll round up. These are ones that we got like from our viewers quite a lot. Like we got asked them for every person, so we're trying to keep these 2 for everyone. And this one will fit in well with your episode because it's what is a song that means a lot to you and why?
What you mean that I've made? Or
No, just like just a song
general,
that just resonates with you. So like the guest previously has been like her wedding song and the song that was playing when her son was born, and then we've had somebody who like is like a garage track that means a lot to him because of the lyrics.
Song played at his granddad's funeral.
Oh yeah, and then the other one before that was his song played at his granddad's funeral.
I'll say it's Tupac the way it is. That's the changes. Sorry, Tupac changes.
Yeah,
and the only reason why. Is because that song came out when I was like 5. But that was the first time I learned what death was. I asked like, Mum, what does it mean to die?
Yeah.
And she means that it happens to everyone. Like, it means that you're just not going to be around anymore. And I was like, oh, really? Like, does it mean that you just travel? It's like, no. Like, when you die, you get buried.
Yeah.
Like, you're gone. And I was like, Mum, can you die? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, started crying.
Yeah.
So, but that song always has that sort of like...
Yeah.
Whenever I listen to it, it's like, ooh, it's like death. Well, not in a bad way, but it's like a realization. Like, oh, I learned. That song always teaches me about what I learned.
Yeah.
That's so epic to life till now. Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's, I think everyone's got like a song that resonates with them, whether it be like something that was just playing at a moment that you remember most, like that. But
yeah, I think that and what's it? I think it's mostly that.
Yeah.
I'll say that and So Solid Crew 21 Seconds.
Yeah.
That song that made me want to rap. Like,
oh, really?
Song,
yeah.
That song that I thought,
that was the influence that got got you started. No, brilliant. And the last question is: would you rather have more money or more time?
More money.
Yeah.
The reason why I'll say more money because more time. How much time are you talking? Like I live to like 200 or something. Like.
Well, yeah, I guess like we know that's the first time.
Yeah.
Let's put me on the spot. Fuck. Yeah, like say like, I don't know, extra 50 years.
Oh, I sod that. Well,
One more time in the day, like
extra 50 years in terms of like, okay, let's say it's been planned that I'm gonna die at 90 and I'm gonna reach that year. I don't want an extra 50 years.
you don't.
Nah.
So you have to like, just take the money.
It's a lot
take
of
the money
pain,
now.
you know. Like, you know, can you imagine living for 300 years?
Yeah.
All your friends dying.
Yeah.
All your friends, like you watch your grandkids die.
Yeah.
You watch their
That's
kids
the
die.
first time someone's taken that into consideration.
Yeah,
Like-
we got to re-angle that question next time.
Why?
Because I've cracked it a different way.
yeah.
Like 300
I've been
years
defeated.
is a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
However, I have more money because at least with the life I'm going to live that God's promised me, or
Yeah.
I'm here for, how long I take care of my body, I'm going to be here for. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I can enjoy it. I can help people around me with
Yeah.
that money. If someone offered me like 2 billion or extra 100 years, it could be an extra 100 years of suffering. I don't want that. Like, I could be broke for the next 100 years. Like, it's dead. Like, give me that 2 billion, bro.
Yeah.
Let me go and drop 100k here. Take all the people that I know at JD, like, here, you go take this,
Yeah.
fuck, leave this place. Like,
Yeah. You've
I'll
cracked
some
the code.
people, man.
Yeah,
Like,
You cracked the code.
life, you ain't supposed to be here forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the honest truth. Like, you look at plants, they have their peak season and then
Yeah.
they die. Like, we're not trees. The only thing that lives on this earth for long like that are trees. Like,
Yeah.
and the sea, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and
We
natural
just have to
things.
make the most of the time that
Make
we
the
have
most time
here.
given, like, yeah,
That's what makes it special, isn't it?
exactly.
Absolutely.
Gives it all meaning.
And that's what helps people keep it warm when they lose a person that they care about. They'll reflect on times they had good times with that. Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I remember that day, you know? So, no, I don't want more time. Let me make use of the time I've got now.
Yeah.
There's people that have done less in short time. You got to think Tupac died 26. You look at him, you think he's 50. You think he's
Yeah.
40 the way he thinks. Like, he died at 26. I'm
Yeah.
30. He done way more than me with 4 years less time.
Yeah.
It's a great answer.
That is a great answer. So, but thanks so much for coming on,
Come on,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
I was
thank you very much.
glad to get you
Anytime.
on. You know, I was hoping we could make that happen, and we did. So I'm really pleased. So I'm sure Harry will reiterate that as well. Like,
Yeah, massively.
we was really
The pleasure's been
really
it's been
glad
a
to get you
pleasure.
on. So thank you for travelling here as well. I know it's not always easy on public transport getting around, but we appreciate it. Appreciate you making the time for us. And yeah, but thank you to everyone who's been tuning in to all of our videos. Just keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and Instagram at The Average Joe's Pod, TikTok at The Average Joe's Pod, and The Average Joe's Podcast on YouTube. But for now, signing out.